Hey now, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Let's talk. Let's get into some stuff. Just so everybody knows, you can click the link in the comment there and take you to the merch store. Take you to the merch store. The merch store is up and running. It's full of crap. No, for some reason, they will not let me link it to my YouTube page. Even though I'm eligible, YouTube hating. They've been a bunch of haters. They know that merch is gonna sell. It'll probably put everybody else out of business when they get my merch store right. Just saying. Original as it gets over there. I got a tip your cup host. Tip your cup host. There will be a giveaway during this live stream. So stay tuned for that. Leave lots of comments. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to go by comments. Let me do a little due diligence over here. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody let me know you're in here. I do appreciate it. YouTube still not letting me run the merch tent over on the YouTube channel. Come on with it, YouTube. Quit holding the man back. Am I right? We'll give a minute for everybody to roll in. If you're watching on a replay, thank you very much. I much appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. I got a few. I threw a few links out there. I got a couple people I want to talk to, but nobody hit me back. So I guess I'm not in good graces with anybody anymore. But we'll see how it goes. It is very hot out. I may have to run this truck a little bit for the air conditioning. Let me take these socks off. There's no reason to have on socks during a live show. May take my pants off too, just for the cooling factor only. You know, nothing else other than that. I mean, that's the only reason. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody stopping by. Let's see if we can get that 100 people in here. Definitely get 100 likes. Everybody hit that like button. Like I said, after a few more people roll in, I do want to let everybody know there is going to be a giveaway during this live show. So be prepared for that. I bought one of these things at Love's. Have you guys seen these things at Love's? The beaded lumbar support. I could really take it or leave it, to be honest with you. I like the beaded part. It is very cool when you set your back on it. It does prevent, getting sweaty back. It does help that a little bit. My beef with it is the lumbar thing. Boy, it makes me feel like I'm sitting like this, like my belly's all bulged out, I don't need no help getting my belly bulged out. I've been working on that for 38 years or however old I am now. I think I'm 38. I don't know. I don't keep up with it, but yeah, I don't know. I like it. Keeps my back cool during the day. I do like that. So let's see here. Let me get to some comments. Thanks everybody for rolling in. There will be a giveaway. There will be a giveaway of a Tip Your Host Scallywags cup. We got these new cups in the merch tent. And if you don't know, click on that link there. Go check it out. Drive some foot traffic over to the old thing. I'll be honest with you. If you win, if you'd rather have a t-shirt than a cup, we give you whatever you want out of the merch store. You can go through and figure out what you want and let me know. I'll probably, whenever I send the package out, I'll probably throw a few little things in there. You know what I mean? Cross promotion here, just trying to get some foot traffic to the merch tent. We were selling some stuff and then it just kind of fell off. So, this is the, let me turn that brightness down a little bit. Tip Your Host Scallywags cup. Official Scallywag merchandise. You'll be all the rage walking around the office with that. I need to set up some travel mugs too. I know this. I'm like missing my demographic here. I'm dealing with truckers, but yet I got just a regular glass, We'll set up some travel mug stuff. We'll get it all rolling. I don't know if I'm wearing this shirt or it's wearing me. It's very tight in the shoulders. Like I feel like if I flexed forward, I might get a fat guy in a little coat scenario, you know, like the shoulders are very tight. Very tight. It's about one size too small, I think, for my fatness. For my fatness. Oh, $20 right off the bat, letting them know what's up. What is up in that? What is that going on in your avatar there, sir? Oh, excuse me. I've been chugging Gatorade. It is so hot here. I am sweating. I'm sweating like a lot lizard in a trucker chapel. Come on. Sweating like a lot lizard in the trucker chapel. Adam's in the house. Adam throwing $20 says, this live right now. Velox 18, Super Trucker Dan, Dooner Livingstone, Bonehead Truckers of the Week, love Cash is King. Hey, thank you very much. That's good company. That's good company. Yeah, I dig those guys. So the way, all right, we got 56 in the house. Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. Much appreciate it. If you need a second to click on the link there, check out the Tip Your Host Scallywags new cup in the merch tent. Go check that out, and let me know what you think. Oh, it's allergy season, man. I'm hurting up here. Oh, I'm hurting. What do we got here? Adam with $100. What is this all about? Jeez Louise. Here, buy yourself 10 gallons of fuel on me. Yeah, we're heading there. Trust me. Did anyone happen to watch Joe Biden? I know he's hard to watch. Don't get me wrong. He's hard to watch. Did anybody watch Joe Biden talking about inflation? It makes me want to throw up, this guy. Like, he's like, Joe Biden's all like, oh, I know inflation hurts families because I grew up in a family. And I'm like, that don't mean shit. Like, like you've been padding that nest for 100 years in the Senate, so you don't know nothing. But anyway, yeah, he was like, oh, I know inflation hurts and I'm working on it. And I'm like, no, you're not. You give billions of dollars to Ukraine, and yet, here on the home front, we're suffering. You know what I mean? Let me run through some comments. Thank you so much, man. I can't get over that. Let me leave that up there for a second. Whew, $100 bills, y'all. $100 bills. I will dance. I tell you what, every $100, I drop a button. I know how this world works. I know how it works. Thanks everybody for coming in. There will be a giveaway during this live show. There will be. And for you guys that don't know, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to do it like Mark from Trucking Answers. Is anybody else like having trouble figuring out what day of the week it is now that Mark's not doing the live show every Monday? I do. Some days I'm like, what day is it? Like, is it? Because when it's Monday, I'm all confused. I'm like, no. Because normally what I do on Monday, if at all possible, I stop my truck during his live show to participate with his live show. That's how much I enjoy his live show. I don't think I've missed one yet. Now, I'm not always there for the full show because, I got to work sometimes, but I try to be. Yeah. So it's going to work like Mark does his. Up here on my tabs, I have a random time generator from the creativetechguy.com. I have a random timer. And then on Google, I have a random number generator, 1 through 25. Basically, how it's going to work is whenever I say, okay, we're going to start the giveaway, basically what you will do is you will leave comments, in the chat. Your chat will be your entry to win. So what I'll do is I'll start the random timer, and then I'll hit the random number generator. And whenever the timer goes off, I will count back up the list of comments on my end. I know sometimes your end's different, but I will count. I feel like people don't want to look at my taco fuzz. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to look at the taco meat. Taco meat when the old guys wear their shirt unbuttoned like down here, and you can see all their old gray and brown and nasty chest hair. Nobody wants to see my taco meat. because the shirt represents the shell, and then whatever. But anyway, so I will count back up the list, and that's how it'll work. And we'll give away, I give away one of those scallywag cups, or if you would like something else from the merch tent, we'll get you taken care of. I will announce the winner on this live show right now. The way it will work is you will leave me, whoever the winner is, you have to be in here, you have to be present, or you have to come back and comment later. But what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to leave me your zip code, your 5-digit zip code in the chat. That way, when you email me where to send the stuff to, the zip codes have to match up. That's how I keep people from cheating it. Or that's how Mark does. And that's a good idea. It's smart. It's smart. You got to get that guy credit for being, smart. So that's how we'll do it. So without no further ado, let's get to some comments, because I'm already behind on comments. You know how I am, guys. Hang in there with me. I invited a few guys in. I don't know if anybody will show up or not. If not, we'll party on. And if they do, we'll get into it, because I want to talk about some broker stuff. I want to talk about just trucking in general. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the chat. Basically, the people who, for the new guys here, whatever's in the chat kind of determines where we go with this show. It's kind of like an open forum for trucking. I don't know everything for sure, but there's a lot of guys in here that have a lot of different experience. And so if you need to know something, we can try to figure it out for you. So without further ado, Mark Ely in the house. Mark Ely, longtime supporter, channel member. Thank you, sir. I do use that channel membership to pay for the live streams here, because I do have to pay for StreamYard and I do have to pay for internet. So appreciate all my channel members out there. Mark says, "What's up, everyone? Cooking a ribeye. You lucky devil. You lucky devil." Johnny GT. Oh, yeah, boy. In the house. Love that avatar. Excuse me. If you guys don't see that, that is appears to be a beagle hound with a sombrero. That is wonderful. Gary Bates in the house. Yabba dabba doo. What up, bro? What up, bro? Hunter P. Brown in the house. Good morning, sweethearts. Yeah, is it morning out there somewhere? It's morning somewhere, right? I got to get out of here at 10 o'clock tonight to go make a delivery. Oh, aren't those fun? 10 p.m. delivery. And, so I get my delivery done at 10 p.m. I get there at 10. And then technically I'll get there at 11. I'm about 40 minutes away by the time I get up. Do my pre-trip. I get out of here. I'll be there about 11. And then I got a midnight appointment. So I'll probably be turned out of there at 2 or 3 in the morning. And then they'll be like, yeah, you can't stay here, but good luck finding a parking spot, right? Life of that refrigerated guy. What am I hauling? I'm hauling cheese. I'm very cheesy today. I need to make a video about this load, man. They got me good on this one. Red Diesel in the house. Channel member. Thank you, sir, for stopping by. Kelly Patterson, also a channel member. Evening Handsome. Thank you very much. I take all the compliments I can get because I don't get many. John Connolly in the house. Evening all. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Everybody say hi to everybody. Nomadic Brett's got a channel on YouTube. Guys, check him out. Evening Cash. Thank you very much, Nomadic Brett. Rashid in the house says, good evening, guys. Got the Volvo and the avatar. Nice. Feet stream. Yeah. No, you do not want to see my trucker feet. I've had a hard life of living. I grew up in rural Tennessee, a lot of walking around with no shoes on. You don't want to see these feet. I used to walk gravel roads bare feet. You know what I mean? They ain't like they used to be. They tender now. I wear shoes now. I used to be able to walk down gravel roads barefoot. I mean, crunchy feet. I crush gravel with them toes. With both feet in the house, what's up? Hey, was just rewatching the Mother's Day live. Thank you very much. I try to do these live shows like a podcast. If you've got YouTube Premium or YouTube in general, you can just put it on in the background and listen to it going down the road. That's what I try to do here. Try to keep it fast-paced and entertaining. Anthony Drummond in the house. What's up, Anthony? Ain't seen you in a while. Says, what's up, Cash? I'm heading to Utah. Get after it. Get after it in Utah. Running Ace says, oh boy, I hope the giveaway isn't a fate towel. No, God, no. I don't think it's legal to ship a fate towel, just so you know. I don't think it's legal. Mark Ailey says, I got lucky. I am booked solid next 2 weeks at $4,800 round trips. Houston to Kansas. Come on with it. There you go, buddy. Steady money, man. It means something these days. Steady money. Not Eddie money. Steady money. I'll take Eddie money too. It's a good song. Hot Seat says, looking extra cute tonight. Thank you very much. I actually put on, yeah, that's a fancy shirt for Sloppy Joe, no doubt. I actually got this shirt. You know, I got a couple of these shirts like this for summer. And I tell you, they're not cool. I bought them because they were like thin, but they don't, like, to me, they're too tight in the shoulders. And I feel like they're just constantly getting me. And it's like, ugh, no. Unless I can really drop some LBs, I think these things are going to stay in the closet probably for a while. Loyalty Trucking, yeah, what's up with the brokers? Yeah, let's talk about it. We want to get into this brokers a little bit. You guys let me know if you've been experiencing anything with brokers. I think they're gouging a little bit right now, to be honest with you. I'm not one to say, oh, I hate brokers. I wish we didn't have brokers. Brokers are a necessary part of trucking, I think. But I think right now, I think they're taking advantage right now is what I think. Now, there's a time and a place for everything, so I guess they're getting it while they can. But boy, it hurts on trucking because you know, like with fuel being where it's at, they can negotiate these rates up, but they have no incentive to negotiate the rates up right now. They're moving freight at $1.30 a mile. I was looking at some loads off the East Coast. Me and DIY was talking on the phone the other day, and we was looking at some different loads. And, we were looking at loads out of Pennsylvania to California for $1.36 a mile. Not even playing. I'm talking 2,500 mile loads for $3,400. 3,400, 25. I think $1.36 a mile that came out to. It's just not right. It's just not right. It is not. Yeah, there's some trouble going on out there. Tampa City. I know the East Coast is just getting slammed right now. I'm looking at all loads out of, and this is this is everything. This is flatbed, van, reefer, hot shot. This is our thing. Sorry, I'm having trouble with this. I don't know why it won't. Yeah. But yeah, we're getting some pretty bad stuff out here right now. Let me see. I don't know why it won't. Oh, okay. I know what it is. Normally, I'm looking at this on my phone. I don't know why it won't show up on there, but $1.36 a mile from Pennsylvania over to Commerce, California. How you like that? Hey, Wild Man, you are live in the house. If you guys don't know, this is Sterling. Sterling, longtime supporter of my channel, has his own channel. He is a West Coast type of guy mostly, and you should go check out his channel. You should go check out. He's got a Porsche GT3 video that makes us all look like a bunch of poor bastards we are. And what's going on, Sterling? Thanks for stopping by.
Don't be too impressed. It was just a rental.
I like this name, Sterling Hate Trucking.
Yeah.
Oh, do you make love to towels?
No. No, but all my towels stand up on their own.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I name mine after a while. I have to, when you've been in a relationship so long, you got to meet its parents and everything.
Well, eventually there needs to be a towel ban.
Oh shit, he done
Yeah.
went and done it.
Yeah.
Um, so if you guys don't know, Sterling's in the reefer game right now. Let me run it down. You got your own authority, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. How long you been trucking?
Uh, Seriously, since 2012.
There you go. There you go. Kind of freelancing it before that.
Uh, Diesel mechanic. I've had a
Ah,
CDL. I got my CDL, I think, about 2006 or something like that. And then when the economy crashed, why pay the Snap-on guy when you can go lease a truck?
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That's a wonderful fallback, though. Because when the autonomous trucks take over, um, you can break them for us and
Oh,
help
I've
us
I've
stay in
got all
business.
sorts of creative ways to break stuff. Yes.
Um, no, I really when I was in high school, I did the tour. I signed up and everything for the Nashville Auto Diesel Tech, and just never went. Man, I regretted it like every day since because.
It's what I fall back on being an owner operator,
Mhm,
because nobody can fool me. If I bring a
yeah,
truck in, I know what the problem is, and I have that same scan tool that DIY has, so I can see the issues and take care of the minor stuff, and it's how I stay in business. Because I mean, right now the truck's in the shop. I'm paying 100 and I think it's $178 an hour for labor, which is a job I could probably do myself, but I don't want the hassle of, draining differentials and draining coolant and
right.
all that crap. It's
Yeah,
I'll pay for that.
no doubt, no doubt. You I mean plus you got that Porsche money, so
No.
why
Porsche
get your?
rental money.
I couldn't even afford to rent one right now. Um, yeah, yeah. These repairs are getting me, man. Like paid off truck, low fuel cost, and what's getting me right now? The repair bill every damn week.
Well, here's
Every
here's the
week.
thing though. Like the repair bill isn't honestly that much. I'm doing a low radiator hose, and then they had to reseal the forward drive axle. It's going to be $2,500. I got it in the shop last Wednesday. They promised they would get it in the shop yesterday. It's not going to get looked at till Friday.
Yeah, that um, where I'm leased on at, we have a shop, and it's saving me right now because I call every dealership, every mechanic around me. It's 8 to 14 days out. Um,
And that's conservative. When I was in Salt
yeah.
Lake City last week, I called around and they were like, well, you're 30th in line before we even answer the telephone.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
So, I seen where you left a comment somewhere that you had bought a shop. Um,
yes, here locally here in town, I'm renting a shop. It's like a 40 by 30 shop. I might be able to fit the tractor in there. But it's going to give me space to work on my projects, my Volkswagens and motorcycles and stuff like that. I worked so hard this last couple of years and reactivating my authority and stuff. It's like, well, even though everything's kind of going into decline, I'm let's enjoy ourselves a little bit,
right.
and that's what I'm doing. Like exactly this moment is the
Yeah.
truck's in the shop. I'm screwed. It's not going anywhere. The trailer's in Salt Lake City. It got fixed last week. Let's just enjoy our lives a little bit. There's a book that I read a couple years ago called "Enjoy the Decline," and
Mhm.
I kind of believe in that, and that's why you'll see me, renting stupid cars and riding motorcycles and stuff like that. You got to stop and enjoy yourself.
Yes. Yes. And I know right now people are stressing, and if you don't think stress will uh, become more to you than a thought, if you let it, take over, it will affect you in many ways. Like you have got to power through, take a deep breath, and especially a lot of these new guys that have never been through a decline, and this is a special kind of decline. So like even some of the, seasoned guys.
That's the biggest thing that scares me, because we're outnumbered as far as new guys versus us veterans in the industry. And honestly, whatever the new guys do is going to dictate what happens to us. The speed limiters, ELDs, anything like that. For us, we just have to deal with it. But they're walking into an industry that is so heavily regulated, and it's only going to get worse, because that's the only thing government really knows how to do is regulate.
Yeah, they know how to set up special committees and special associations so all their buddies have high paying jobs, and then they got to figure out something to do when they set them up, like, and this is because like that speed limiter thing, they've set up a new national association of safety, blah, blah, blah. I got 50 buddies that need a high paying government job, and they got to find something for them to do out there. So we're feeling a little bit of that right now. That's for sure.
Going back to what you were saying about keeping a clear mind about things, I have to make a pretty big decision here, because the reefer game for me right now, I have to run in the Midwest and the South, and that's 2,000 miles away from home. I'm away from home too much. So, I've taken some time off. Me and the girlfriend, we went up to the California coast and relaxed, had a nice little vacation and stuff. And then today I finally made my decision with a clear mind. I'm going to give back my rental reefer trailer. It's costing, I'll go over the numbers here in a little bit, but giving back that rental trailer, and I'm going to go back to flatbed. For me, it's healthier. The wait times. The thing that I loved about being flatbed, and I run step deck before, is I felt like the UPS guy, that people wanted me there. They want their deliveries. They want me to show up. And with reefer, I don't know if you've ever mentioned it in some of your videos, it's like you're bringing them work, and nobody wants to work nowadays, So I'm going to pull the trigger on going back into flatbed.
I love flatbed. I mean, honestly, if I could find the right scenario, I would like flatbed. For me, being in Minnesota, a lot of shingle production in Minnesota. You got that big, Certainty's got the big one down in South. And then Owens Corning. I mean, one of the major roads in the Twin Cities is Shingle Creek Parkway. Right. I mean, like it's big business. So getting out on a shingle load's no problem. But, sometimes coming back into Minnesota, boy, you lose your butt on a flatbed. So
yeah, out here we have similar. I've got rolled roofing. Hardy board is really big out of Reno. We don't really have for steel production or anything like that out here. A lot of agriculture and hauling equipment for the mines and stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah, step deck would work great for that. Here where I'm leased on, there's a guy that's got a RGN. And certain times a year, being up in Minnesota, he drops that reefer and grabs that RGN and basically just moves combines and stuff like that around. And in the winter, typically, grabs that reefer back up.
I've never done anything oversized. I've done everything else, but the permitting process and I don't want to wind up on Asian My Channel knocking down a bridge.
Yeah, it's beginning to be a thing. See it more and more out here. Like people love running into bridges and whatnot. But no, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's that's another one of those, like, you really got to do your due diligence, because like you make a small mistake with an oversize, and like you say, you're on the evening news.
You're on the evening news, and you lose your company, and no insurance will ever touch you again.
Yep. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. So, giving back that reefer unit, what you don't mind getting into some numbers? What What was that reefer unit costing you?
Okay, so since I have bad credit, I had to put $4,500 down as a security. The reefer itself was $1,700 a month, and then it's $1.50 an hour for when that reefer is running. But running, not on, so you can save money by doing cycle century.
Right.
So basically, they give me 200 hours credit every month, and whether or not I use that or not, they'll credit it back to me every quarter, I think. But
okay.
yeah, on average, I'm spending, I think, like $2,100 a month for it.
Okay.
For my operation, it's okay. My insurance is cheap. My truck is paid for. $2,100 a month trailer ain't gonna hurt too much.
Yeah, especially when you were making 10 grand a week pulling that reefer freight. But now
that ain't happening anymore, man. If I'm doing 10 grand a week, it's because I used my 70.
Yeah. I've had a few. I've had a few decent loads here and there, but for the most part, yeah, it's my backhauls are really what's killing me right now. Is trying to find something back to Minnesota, and then more importantly, trying to make something going back to Minnesota, because we deal with this every year, being in Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas. I'm sure the Pacific, I don't go out to the Pacific Northwest, but I'm sure they get it too. For us, like in Minnesota, come like early to mid October, as soon as that first snowflake falls, premium.
Because it's temperature controlled, right?
Temperature controlled, and nobody wants to run up there. You know, like there's guys. I mean, I know guys, like I used to live in Tennessee. Like I know owner operators, they won't go above I-70 in the winter. They say it ain't worth it. And I'm like, well, so it's a premium right off the bat. But it's also works the opposite about this time of year. We get about a 50% drop off because there's no more protect from freeze and there's no more premium.
It seems like it's taken a while for produce to really hit the ground running this year.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get no pop from produce this year. I think reefer's a little saturated. So DIY's here. He wants to come in. Speaking of brokers, you know what they say about the devil?
Oh, he is a broker now, right?
Stop it. I'm not trying to make this about that. Just stop it, because it's honestly not doing any good.
I'm changing the title of this when it's over to Interview with a Broker.
Oh, Jesus. When's he coming on? When's he
coming on? With a broker and a broke guy.
Uh-huh. I got a
broke and broker.
Yeah.
The title's going to be Quitting Reefer and an Interview with a Broker.
Like, yeah. Yeah, so this is an intervention since we're all quitting reefer.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Do it. Yeah. Everybody, please quit. Then there won't be so many damn trucks.
I would love it if more people would quit. Please do. If your dispatch is mean to you and they make you cry at night, please quit.
Even if they don't, quit anyways.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I tell people about over the road? Your dog's probably missing you at this point. I'd just quit and go home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys don't know, DIY in the house, crushing it on YouTube. He is the man of YouTube right now. I want to say special shout out to 30,000 subscriber. I mean, how many hats you wearing over there? YouTube star, broker, fleet owner, tractor owner. What are we doing here?
I don't know. Any of them are subject to change any day. I'll tell you that. It's tough times right now, man. It really is. Be losing a few guys here. So, hey,
But that's what DIY just said it, though, is you got to be flexible.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do. Listen. And I can't even say it because I'll just take too much crap for it. It's like I can't even say the truth because nobody wants to hear it. And they're just going to get mad at me for what reality is. And no, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Shippers are beating the hell out of us. Like brokers are beating us. They're taking a bigger cut. Don't think the brokers get the same damn rates they were a couple months ago. Because I tell you what, these people want stuff moved for nothing. And before they'll give it to you for, you better be substantially cheaper than the next guy.
I was peeking at the load board this morning. My trailer's in Salt Lake, so when I do get rolling again, I gotta bounce out of there. Any direction out of Salt Lake right now, you're lucky to make over 220 a mile.
Northeast, man. Take a look at the Northeast. Oh,
Right.
You know, a lot of those areas, if you can hit $2, you done good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, what nobody else is really saying. A lot of people, a lot of drivers, a lot of trucking got into this. A lot of brokers did too, because when things were good, it was easy to be a dispatcher. It was easy to be a broker. And now they don't know what to do to keep the freight, so they're slashing the rate. They're slashing the rate to keep from TQL or Robinson or whoever the hell from taking it.
Yeah.
Because there's no consequence to them. They're still going to get a cut of it. They don't care if they pay you $1.25 a mile or $1.50 a mile.
It seems like the volume's still there, but it's just the price that's, and then add fuel to it, and we're taking it hard.
Yeah. Volume's a little rough too. It's still well, it is what it is. It's good days and bad days, honestly.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up shutting down my dispatch service. That was the rage, wasn't it? When things were hot, everybody had a dispatch service.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get those phone calls anymore. I wonder why.
Because they can't live up to their promises of 10 to 12 grand a week.
Oh, man.
Why would anybody think that was like sustainable? It's not. I mean,
yeah.
Sadly, I mean, if we haven't hit bottom, I hate to see what bottom is. If we were still at $2.25 a gallon for diesel, it wouldn't be half as bad. But these diesel, I don't know, their end in sight for diesel prices.
I'd be happy with $4 a gallon right now. I think I passed through Fernley here, and it was I think $5.89 a gallon.
Yeah.
Where is there an end in sight? Like, what is anybody doing that will slow down the increase of diesel? You know what I mean? It's like, they're just talking about the high prices. What are they really saying about doing about it? You know what I mean?
The president had a speech earlier about inflation. He's got it taken care of. He said he grew up in a family, and he knows how inflation affects families. So, problem solved, guys.
That's something to look forward
to.
Ahead. Gray skies are going to clear up.
Yep. Cool Trucking says, as soon as onion harvest starts, things turn on in Idaho. What do you guys think about that?
But there's just so many trucks. It's not even going to be, there's so many trucks to cover it. It won't even spike the rates close to what it usually does.
Yeah, everybody will pull out there. He says he's still getting $3.50 out of Idaho. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Things are holding up in certain parts of the country. That's for sure. I want to remind everybody, we got 123 people in the house. Everybody hit that like button. Check out Sterling. Check out DIY. Both these guys on screen right now have channels. And there will be a giveaway during this show. It will be random time and random number generated. And I will send you a Tip Your Host Scallywags cup out of the merch tent.
Wow.
And if you would rather have something else, we'll email correspond on this, whoever wins, and you can get something different.
Will it hold some of this? Is that?
It is 16 ounces capacity. It is thick, American-made glass. It is genuine quality. It is. I'm telling you right now, you hold this glass in your hand, and women will want to talk to you. If you go to the bar, take this glass with you. Don't use their, don't use their glass. You might as well be, standing in the corner, with a ski mask on. Carry this glass with you to the bar, and you'll get some action. Guaranteed, money back. I don't like to oversell. You know what I mean? Like, keep it realistic.
I was just wondering if you were done. I didn't know.
It was humble too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Nevada Trucking and Trails in the house. What's up, everybody? Let me see here. Let me get.
He had a pretty interesting video a few days ago.
Yeah, he's doing good over there. He puts out a lot of good videos. Which one are you talking about?
Crap. Now I forget. but he. Go ahead.
I like the one he did about the speed limiters. You know, like showed
Yes.
trying to call senators and seeing how they run around. You know, it's like
They've already made up their mind.
Yeah.
The comment period is merely for them. They aren't going to listen to anything we say.
Right.
And, as usual, they've already made up their mind.
Yeah, that was my take on it.
Not saying don't take your opportunity to tell them everything you want to tell them. Definitely
just don't do it all in caps lock, though. You know, actually.
No,
go ahead. Let it rip.
Yeah, I mean, it'll just be deleted by somebody's, personal assistant. Like, they don't ever read it. East Texas Trucker in the house saying hi to Sterling.
Yep. Hate trucking.
Yay. The Hensley Show says, hey, hell, it's Nevada. There you go.
Who the hell gave you $100 super chat?
My boy, my closest, dearest friend, Adam Bennett.
Maybe Bennett.
I'm illiterate, so probably. I mean, I was talking to my mom the other day. What happened to my Hooked on Phonics tape? And she was like, honest to God, I ordered it. And well, see, I pronounce it
Phonics.
I think that's how the French say it, because I was looking at some stats on my YouTube channel. The French are my fans. Let me tell you, my highest paying country is France. So, freedom fries, more like French fries. Come on.
I figured that about you. Your mom ordered that Hooked on Phonics, but you thought it was a sandwich and you ate it.
No. I thought it was one of those stool sample boxes, and I pooped in it and sent it back.
Well, if she ordered it on tape, does anyone still have a tape player? Oh wait, your Avalon probably does.
Mine
and the funny thing is, my Hooked on Phonics was a book. I couldn't read it.
Coloring book.
Exactly. Mark Ely, you know how he makes money. Mark says getting 6,200 out of Salinas to Hermiston with my dry van, now 1,600.
Yeah, that would have been closer to December. I think I've seen that rate before.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy,
right? Craziness.
That just barely pays for fuel. I think $1,600 to go 800 miles
on California prices. What is fuel in California? It's got to be $8.
It's getting pretty high. I was on the California coast and
refer to me Mudflap app.
Yeah, it was pretty up there. It's 620, 630.
Six. 584 in Tipton. Yeah, it's over $6. That's weird. So fuel in California, on Mudflap, you're $6. You go out to the East Coast. California is usually the highest, and you're $6.50 on the East Coast all day long.
Yeah, I had a buddy call me today and say he was in Pennsylvania, and the TA he was at was no fuel at the time he was there, and I was going to make a video about it, so I called the TA, and they said it was like a momentary, thing, and they had it, and they said, "Come get all you want right now for $6.39 a gallon, and the pump's cut off at $1,000." And I said, "Oh, is that becoming a problem now?" She said, "Yes, lots of people mad that the pump's cut off at $1,000."
I had a similar issue last year here in Reno. Years ago, they built a pipeline between the Bay Area of California up to Reno, and they share that pipeline with the airlines and stuff. So half the time it's jet fuel, the rest it's diesel. And there was a big argument over the pipeline and stuff. So we actually started running out of diesel last year. So the big stops, your TA, there in Reno, we have a TA and a pilot or a Petro. And one was restricting us to, I think, $200 purchase, and the other one, they would just put police tape up at the aisles, and you couldn't even buy fuel.
Wow.
I hate to see what a couple months from now looks like. honestly. And I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but it's like, where the hell are we going with this? You know?
Think about where we were 2 months ago, and we were kind of starting to think, wow, this is going to work out okay. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, you guys down in the comments, let us know what you're paying an hour for repairs right now. I had a radiator put in and a valve cover gasket replaced the other day, and right at $3,000 to put a radiator in and get a valve cover gasket done. I was like, holy moly! But you know, when you're $1.75 an hour on labor, you know. Red Jeb says $198 an hour at Freightliner in San Antonio. East Texas Trucker says $150 in my hometown Mac. $150. Yeah. Legit pricing. Rory Enterprises in the house. Channel member says, greeting from Effingham, Illinois, headed to Nashville. Get some Effingham and eggs. Come on. Bob and Tom joke from you guys that used to listen to Bob and Tom before the government cut their, before they turned them into steers.
So the labor at my local Freightliner dealer in Sparks, Nevada, is $173 an hour.
Yeah, that's about what I'm getting up there in Minnesota. $175. I was at a utility Great Dane trailer dealership a couple months ago. Hourly rate at a trailer dealer, $149.99 an hour, and I'm like, what kind of special equipment do we need on these trailers? Like, what, why? And of course, 3% shop supplies.
Oh, of course. I got my start being a diesel mechanic and stuff like that. And I can remember, they told us all, let's all go to tech school and learn how to work on these trucks. And they're only going to get more complicated and learn diagnostics and all that stuff. And it only takes me 5 minutes walking around some of these shops to realize that they're hiring Jiffy Lube flunkies. And, I heard Scott having issues with, people stripping bolts and on new parts, and there's no quality of workmanship out here, and I think it's only going to get worse.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I had a Freightliner dealer put a surge tank on top of a radiator, snap a bolt off in the top of the radiator, and not say anything about it. Just let me leave with a stud, sticking up out of the freaking, the surge tank jarred around, and it ended up peeling the side off my radiator. So, of course, getting them to agree that that's their fault is impossible. But, yeah, it was tough. It was tough because I had a perfectly good radiator, and then it's like, so a $6,000 job turns into a $9,000 job. What was that, DIY?
I said you had a perfectly good radiator, and then you don't.
Exactly.
Just like that, yeah.
And it's like one of those things, like, you're charging me $175 an hour. How about you get that bolt out of there and put a new one in? You know what I mean? It's like you can't. It's like they don't even want to make money at it sometimes. I don't know.
And that's
the thing. It's like I'm trying to give you $200 an hour, and you still won't do what I want you to do. It's like how much do I have to pay for you to listen to me?
Yeah. That's extra. That's extra.
I don't think it comes at any price.
Big Rigger 61 in the house. What's up? Channel member. Adam Bennett says that's a Big 10-4 Trucker Todd. Okay, Trucker Todd in the house. If you guys don't know, Trucker Todd's got a channel. He's over there at Dart Transport running their load board at Dart. Well, not their load board, but I didn't realize this until I watched Trucker Todd's video. You can run like the DAT board if you're getting a truck from Dart. I mean, you have to start out being dispatched, but you can eventually move up to just running load board freight over there.
Wasn't Shannon Thomas doing that?
I think she just moved into that. She started out, being dispatched, and now I believe she is. Where's my? Hang on a second. Let me get my.
Trucker Todd saying we haven't had a decline like this since the last time a Democrat was in the presidency. There's some truth to that.
Possibly. But don't worry. Don't worry. I watched a thing the other day where they said this is technically Obama's third term because, really, like, he's the one calling the shots right now.
Yeah,
And
you gotta
I'm
wonder
like,
who's on the other end of that earpiece
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
or the
Who's
teleprompter.
programming that hologram? That's what I ask.
The one behind the microphone, you mean?
Yes.
Or in front of the microphone, whichever way.
Yeah, that's exactly the one I mean.
With all the technology we have now on deep fake and stuff like that, I mean, how do we even know it's Biden up there?
Mm-hmm.
Because no robot could do that. Could be that dumb. I'm sorry.
Well, I figure what I think's happening.
No hologram would own up to that.
I think what's happening, they're using talk to text to program his teleprompter. And, we all know how talk to text works.
Except for talk to text, it's stutter to text. Or bumble and stumble to text.
Adam said, okay, there we go. Let's see here. Okay. It says, yeah, to Velox 18.
He's got a good channel.
That guy's killing it on YouTube right now.
Got an awesome truck, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing it. He is doing it. He's moving to Tennessee, man. I got to meet up with him when I go to Tennessee next.
Good move.
Smart.
Anthony,
good move.
Yeah, exactly. I went the wrong way. Anthony says, truck just rolled 5,000 miles. Nice.
All right. Quarter way to an oil change.
Yeah. Hopefully that was downhill and you were getting great fuel mileage. Had the wind at your back, all those good things. So I'm going to set up the random timer generator and we'll get a random number here. We're going to do the giveaway. If you guys don't know, I'm going to run through it real quick here for you. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a random timer generator. I'm going to get a random number. When the timer goes off, I will count back up through the comments, that many on my end. I know your end may be different. And we'll get a winner here. We'll get a winner.
So what do people have to do? Just put a number in the comments right now?
Any comment, your entry. Just make sure you got a comment in there. And, that's it. That's all you got to do to win over here. All right, we'll start the random timer. So I don't know when that's going to go off. And the random number I will be counting back will be 7. 7. So when the timer goes off, I will count back 7. And we'll get ourselves a winner. And when you win, you will need to leave your zip code in the comments here or in the chat. And then email me at cashiskingenterprises@gmail.com. It's in the description of this video. It's in the description of all my videos. So go check that out. Truck Diver says it's a cycle. Yeah, we're definitely going through a cycle right now. And it's a big red one, that's for sure.
Oh. Really?
There is no bottom in my world. Come on, I will take it to the depths. Oh man, when they find a new lower place than the Marianas Trench, they're gonna call it the Cash Trench over there. Jackknife TV says, "Man, I tell you, flatbed is starting to take a hot now." Okay, I was in PA, New York. Rates dropped last week. Loads out to Ohio or Illinois, 1,000 to 1,500 on 450 to 750 miles. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be people filling back into flatbed. I always say pick the freight that works for you. And talking to Sterling here, I think that's kind of what you're doing, right? To make rates, like you just don't want to run 2,000 miles from the house, right?
And I don't want to spend weeks away from home. The only reason I jumped back into reefer is I run, when I paused my authority, I ran for FedEx ground for a while. So I pulled doubles and triples and stuff. And I'm so used to just drop and hook and you don't have to worry about what's in the trailer. You just check the seals and run,
Yeah.
But I probably should have just jumped right back into flatbed. And that's what I'm doing here in the future. It'll probably be, couple weeks, 3 weeks or so. They still got to build my tarps and stuff. And the trailer that I'm looking at, they're going to add some toolboxes for me, and it'll be a pretty exciting adventure.
So on the flatbed or step deck, we're step deck, correct?
Going 53 flat with a spread axle.
Okay. We renting that trailer? We buying that trailer?
It's going to be a lease purchase. We're still ironing out the details on it,
Okay.
but it'll be substantially cheaper than the about $2,000 a month I was spending on the reefer.
Yeah. DIY. Are you still looking to lease out some trailers?
Yeah, I kind of shied away from the thing of renting them to complete strangers.
Yeah.
Know, I don't think that's gonna go well.
Oh, there's our random timer.
There's your timer.
Random timer. All right, let's count it back 7 from the bottom. Hopefully, everybody left a bunch of comments. 1, 2. All right.
You go on 7 numbers or 7 comments? You should go back 7, because if you go back 7 comments, you might not land on a number. If you go back 7 numbers, you get a number.
No,
obviously.
I don't care about it. It's a comments and entry.
Oh! I thought you had.
I'm just counting back 7.
Okay.
Hang on, I gotta get all the way to the bottom.
That's what. Oh, never mind.
Mark Ely with the number 8.
All right.
Come on, Mark Ely with it.
He wins everything.
He's the luckiest guy I know, man. Got to meet freaking Mark Henry and get a picture with him. And then the guy wins a free cup over here or a shirt. If you would rather have a shirt, Mark, if you would, I know Mark Ely. Just shoot me an email, Mark. I already know your email address. I know it won't be nobody faking you. So if you want to shoot me an email, Mark, if you want to go over to the merch tent, you can pick out something you want. If you don't want the cup, there's a link to the merch tent there. Click on that, and that will figure out what you want. If you want a shirt, if you want anything, okay, there you go. There's Mark. 79930. Where are we looking at here? Oh, we checking Texas. Yeah. Yes, sir. El Paso. That's legit. I know Mark is from El Paso. So there we go. When Mark really wins the free merch. If you guys would like Cash is King merch, be sure to click the link. Go check it out. I'm not telling you it'll make you more attractive, but I'm not saying it won't either.
I got to ask you, Mr. Cash. Do you have fingerless driving gloves for our new truck drivers out there?
Man, they don't offer that. There's 3 things I wish I had: fingerless gloves, flip flops, and basketball shorts. I'd pretty much have the new. Might as well call me Prime Ink over here at this point, right?
I got me some snazzy leggings and biker shorts in my merch store. They're pretty good.
I saw that.
They're pretty good. I don't know how to get it to show up on my doggone page though. I went through the process and it's not giving me the option. It's there. I'm eligible for merch. It's there. I can post the link, but I can't get it to show up under my videos. I can't like the tab for it's not there.
Yeah. I've been arguing with YouTube for about 3 days now via chat and email about this. They're really getting it. Jerry Rock says, "Let's go, Brandon." Barry in the house. # Light Lizard. Yeah. Talk about being flexible in business. Come on.
Yep.
Just saying. There's nowhere I won't take this show. Philippines trucker. There we go. Winter chicken dinner. Yeah. Mark Ely, the man, got in on it. He's left enough comments on my channel that, he deserves a t-shirt, honestly. I'm glad he won it. Steve's in the house. Oh, there he is, the man, Gary Bates. There he is, the man, Gary Bates. Did I ever tell you guys the story of me walking into a random Waffle House in Kentucky, and I got it there wasn't one Gary Bates having dinner? And that was cool. It was cool. Nice to meet people that you talk to on the internet all the time, to finally put a face to it.
Put a face to the thumbs up poop emoji.
Yeah, every damn video I do right here, Gary Bates, as a true supporter, thumbs up, poop emoji. And you know, I know that he knows how. Like he goes way back because I mean that's an old thing. I used to tell people to put the thumb up, poop emoji in the comments. So yeah. Oh, that wasn't necessary. Yeah, I know. I know. No cycle jokes in here. I'm sorry, but hey, 5% of my viewership comes from women now. So you know, I got to clean this channel up a little bit, honestly. Let's see here, Steve. Dead loads. Yeah, there's a lot on the load board these days. Have you guys been noticing this? I stopped looking at the load board because it was so damn depressing, to be honest with you. But I peeked at it today, and because I got we got loads out of where I'm going to be. My company does that. They pull like 2 a week every week, and I called them to see if they had any of that available. And I was checking the load board to see what else was out of that area, and I swear to God, this one area there was 15 loads, and it was the same damn load. Like, I know there's always some of that, but does it seem like to you it's worse now than ever?
Yeah, well, it's not worse than ever. It's just more noticeable.
Game.
Yeah, it's more noticeable because there's not as many loads around it to dilute it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I never seen literally just 15 of the same one. Normally you see 1, 2, 3, you know, but man, like they had a whole page of it listed the same.
I had TQL do that to me on a load around St. Louis, and it wound up my deadhead was an additional 160 miles, and I was like, "Yo, you're gonna have to pay me extra for my deadhead. Plus, I'm losing time to book this load that you're telling me I need to haul ass to pick up."
So I had a subscriber email me last night a funny little story about a load. Wasn't really funny, but so he had booked a load out of North Dakota. Drove 200 miles from the Minneapolis area up to North Dakota, and 200 miles into the trip, like middle of the night, they call him and say, by the way, we're going to cancel that load on you.
I have that happen every day. Darn near every day.
I've been lucky on that.
2 of them the other night, they called like 5 minutes before midnight, so it was just enough time so they didn't have to pay a tonu.
Great.
Yeah.
Same broker on 2 loads.
So, I mean, it got him pretty good, you know, because he had drove out of Minneapolis up to North Dakota. So he kind of drove out into no man's land a little bit, out of a metro area. Got him in the middle of the night on a load that was supposed to, you know, be picking up, I guess, the next day or something. So now he's got nothing to do except search for loads the next day. Hope he can get some. And honestly, more than likely, had to drive that 200 miles back to Minneapolis.
Yeah, I would have made that decision by about 9 o'clock in the morning. Just bring it on back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just craziness, man. I was like, I mean, honestly, his best choice was probably just to turn around and head back when they got that call than to wait in North Dakota trying to find another load out of North Dakota.
Yeah, attempt to recover his clock.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Hey, DIY, why do brokers do that?
Huh? Sorry, I'm working here. It seemed. Cancel loads, you mean?
Yeah, why do brokers do this?
Either they found somebody else to haul it cheaper, or it got canceled on them.
Oh, sorry. Hey, let me hang on a second, DIY. So I'm here with DIY Semi, a actual freight broker. Tell us, DIY, why do brokers cancel loads on us at the last minute?
Listen, you can't do this to me. Like, I'm trying to run a legitimate business here, and you're really not helping. You realize people are going to start to see my face and blame me for everything, right? Like,
oh, you're safe as long as you're not on Asian My.
So I couldn't watch that, not because of whatever, but like, did anybody actually show documentation of what the shipper was actually paying to the broker?
Wow.
Did they? No, I'm asking you a legit question because I haven't seen it.
I didn't watch it for the same reason.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch that one. You think that's bad though? You wait till I put out my broker video this week. Oh my God! Like,
Do what you gotta do. Like,
you know my saying, I don't dare let the truth get in the way of a good video.
like honestly, I'm not. I don't stick up for everybody's got to answer for everything they do on their own. I don't care what anybody else is doing. We're doing our own thing, and it is what it is. Like, we're gonna do the absolute best we can. We're trying to do something. Listen, we're trying to do something very different, but people, not everybody, a lot of people are appreciating it and they're liking it, but some people are coming to this trying to do things the same old way, in the same way of got us to where the hell we are. And if we wanted to change, we got to back up off of that and just stop. Right? Things are not what they were 3, 4, 5 months ago. We can't expect it. It's not what it is. It's not going to be. We might never get back to that scenario. That was such an extraordinary circumstance. We might never see it again in our lives. We probably will, because of where they're messing things up. It's going to happen again. But
yeah,
like, that's over. There's things that are happening different now. We all have to adjust. You know, it's reality, and we work together to do the best we can. And I mean, work together. You know, we all put in an effort. Everybody talks about this freaking greater good and this brotherhood, and what if we all just stuck together and did this and that? You're never gonna freaking come any closer than this. You know, this is the opportunity. Another freaking convoy is not gonna do a damn thing for you. No protest, no nothing. How many convoys have we had? What has it ever changed? You know, so it's just it's what it is. If we want more of what we've been getting, we'll just keep doing things the same damn way.
right.
If we work together and say, okay, how about we mutually interested in solving each other's problems and work together towards that common goal for a future, not the next 4 months of beating them up for every penny we can. What if we work with a shipper and try to build a future with them and say, I'm going to service these lanes for a fair price, and we're going to do it for the next 10 years instead of going through this boom and bust and boom and bust. Now, can we control if somebody else comes in and says, hey, I'm going to take it, do it for way less? We can't control that. But if we give them such good a service that they don't want to look anywhere else at a price that we're all happy with and making money at, then have we tried that? Honestly, TQL's not going to do that for you. Robinson's not going to do that for you. We're making an honest effort. But some people can't let go of the, I have to have $5 a mile. That's not reality anymore.
Right.
It's just not.
Yeah. No, it's there's a reason, you know, Swift and Werner and Schneider and all of them's got these long-term contracts. You know, it's the load I'm picking up tomorrow. This load we've been doing two of these a week. It's from the southeast straight back to Minnesota, and let me tell you, during the during the hard, times, these loads were money for me. And when things went to $5 a mile, these loads didn't. These loads stayed like $2.50 a mile. But let me tell you,
I bet you still got them.
You're damn right, and I still got them. I'm going to get one tomorrow, and I gladly take $2.50 a mile on a 1,200 mile run right now, of steady freight. You know, and I know as long as I can keep coming back to this area, and don't get me wrong, it's getting harder to find loads going, to get you somewhere, because like the load I had to take to get down here wasn't horrible paying, but the broker was straight up a little dense. Like scheduled a 700 mile load with a 20-hour window, and I ain't talking 700 freeway miles. I'm talking through the woods, like 350 miles of 2-lane roads through the heart of Arkansas, which kind of some mountains there to deal with too. But and then it took 2 hours to load it. So now I'm down to 18 hours on a 700 mile run. Little tough finding loads to get you where you need to be, but I'll take servicing a customer like that any day.
You said it good in a video, maybe last week, that what we just went through is the first time maybe ever where you could you could put yourself in a bad area. You could send yourself to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and say, I want to go to, let's throw a dart at the map and see where I want to go. And there was 5 loads, 10 loads going there, and they all had a good rate on them. That's that's not historically how this is. This is closer to reality than that was, where, it's going to be a struggle.
That's a prime example for what I was doing last year. I was basically my own travel agent. If I wanted to see Florida, okay, let's go. Now it's like I'm trying to build triangles that make anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I don't see anybody else trying to do anything meaningful. Like, all they do is offer to bring in more technology. Does the more technology ever work in our favor? That's one of the things. You're gonna post your loads so we can book them online, or post them and we can click on them and take them. Man, that's what got you here.
Yeah,
that's what got you right here to where the hell you are. Why do you want more of it? Right?
Yeah.
Let's not do that anymore. Yeah, it's convenient. It is convenient, but convenient runs you for $1.50 a mile on a frozen load. So there you go.
Yeah, convenience it's not a convenient truth. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying you've never hit the book now button on a load board?
Oh, I have.
No,
absolutely.
I up in our in the office there where the dispatch works, where I'm at here, they got a big dry erase board, takes up the whole wall, and they got every driver, like, where he's going to be, when he's going to be empty. They write it all down, and right beside it they got like any caveats, like, I'm like I-35 and east, and no click and goes. Like, I don't fucking want it. Like, because here's the thing for me, that freaking Uber, it looks good on paper, but in reality, I make less. Every time it works this way, I make less on that Uber load than I would have booking with, a regular brokerage. Like,
because they will mess something up
every time.
Guaranteed.
Every time they will
and
tell me.
When they do, you got a real problem on your hands.
That's always been my biggest issue with brokers that are email only, or if you can get through to them, it's obviously a call center.
Yeah.
And I guarantee. So somebody said, "Are we banding together to try and push out brokers?" So let me tell you what we're doing. No, we're not doing that. We're doing this under the umbrella of a brokerage because that's the way it has to be done legally. We made some calls together today, and they were good calls. I was surprised. We're trying to build something different. I don't know. It's probably in some ways similar to what other brokers do. But Paul does training with carriers. I try to coach people along a little bit. We're trying to, under the umbrella of a brokerage, put together a program for people like us, independent, small guys, small fleets, whatever, where we work towards a common goal of servicing customers on a level of closer to what a carrier can do for them. So if we go in, like a place we called today, we explained to them what we're doing. Like, we've got 100 carriers already in our email load list that have signed up for the brokerage. Haven't even posted a load yet. We got 100 carriers signed up. And we tell the guy, hey, we have 100 carriers that are interested in working together to service some lanes for you, haul your freight. Are all of them reefer? No. A good bit of them are. We certify them, we vet them. Some of them won't make it through the vetting process if you got a bad safety record or you've abandoned some loads or whatever. But it's going to be a good level of service. They will be respectful towards you. We work together and service you. Because we're not all going to do that under the umbrella of C.H. Robinson. They're not going to know us all together. You work towards you. The more loads you pull, you build a score with them. You may have better access to loads. You may have access to more loads.
How do people sign up for this?
Just send me an email at adam@apex-cargo.com and I'll send you a packet. I put out an email today. Hey, we got this place in central Wisconsin we talked to today, frozen food. They have lanes all over, but they're needing some lanes serviced to the Northeast, Pennsylvania and New York. They're multi-dropped, and who would be interested in this lane? We got a couple of responses back, so I'm like, all right, right off the bat, we got 5 guys. I put some of my trucks on it. We're hauling some freight. They're interested in hauling some freight. We still got a lot of the details to talk about.
Good deal.
What else you got going right now that you can count on? If we got these lanes, you go on the load board, you might see that today. Next week it ain't there. Probably a different broker's got it for less.
Yeah.
It's kind of what we're trying to do. We had a couple guys say, hey, I live here, could you call this place? We made the phone calls, talk to people. So
well, it's good to hear that you're making some progress on that.
We're making some progress. It's gonna be a long road to hoe, because as soon as you get off the phone in front of them, 50 other brokers call and try to do it for half the price you were trying to do it for.
Yeah, and they speak with they call you with a phone number from Pakistan, and it's not. Hopefully, I really hope you guys make that, because it would be nice to see some steady brokerage. It's funny because we do a lot of there's one big cold storage we haul a lot of freight out of, and I swear to God, it's a different broker every time you go in there. I mean, it's like not one broker can hold that load for a week. Mm-hmm. They must be the most and the freight pays good. And I would imagine that's why it goes through brokers like it does, because they want in there, and they're calling, they make a sweetheart deal, and we got this, we got that. So I hope you guys do make some headway on it.
If we get going with it, if people give us a chance, I could see it getting really big.
Yeah.
Because these loads ain't going to the load board if we can help it. Sure, they're gonna have to from time to time if we can't cover it. These loads are for the people in the network, in the distribution list. We get to know them. We know that they're going to treat the customer right. They're going to be on time, not call screaming at people. And hey, we work hard on your behalf, to secure freight. So,
what's the general region that you're doing this program?
We're open to kind of anything. We've had a lot of requests all over the place with all different kinds of trailers, even some power only stuff, man. I don't know. We'll look around. No guarantees, but
so let's give people a quick rundown, and I'll get back to your. I got a question here. I got to get back to on the screen, but real quick, I want
that question too.
I want to real quick on your thing you're doing there, DIY. Let's prime example right here. Let's say a guy like Sterling got his own authority. He's feeding to grab that 53-foot flatbed. He wants to stay in his area. He calls or emails you guys and hey, there's a shipper I'd like to work with. Is that kind of the deal? And then you guys work to get into that facility as your brokerage?
That's one way to do it. We had a guy do just that today. He has a dry van. He lives down in the southern Georgia area. And he says, hey, I've been hauling out of this place. I can't seem to get loads out of every week. A different broker has it. Mm-hmm. They've really cut the rates, which obviously everybody has. I'd like to try. I've called direct. They don't want to deal with me with this one truck. I'm like, well, if we can bring in more trucks, maybe we have a better chance. So we're pursuing it. We made a contact today, got a name. Nice. It was the end of the day, so we call back tomorrow. And it's a big company. It's a nationwide company.
Wow.
I don't know if we'll have success. I have no idea. A lot of companies right now just came through RFP season. They got their bids locked in until at least June, some for the year. They say call back in June, call back in July, or nope, we're good. We're not taking any new people on right now because, I read a thing. The average big company's getting 100 cold calls a day right now. It's just ridiculous. So you have to offer them something very different. I'm getting 20
to 30 a day, and it's just whatever.
Yeah, from brokers. I'm just saying from brokers.
Yeah.
So you have to be very different. And if I was doing this myself, I would have no confidence that anything was ever going to happen. But I tell you what, Paul is really good at this.
Yeah.
And he is really selling the angle of this carrier of choice program, where through working through our brokerage with the shipper, on a regular basis. You build a service record, and they start to know you. You know, you work together is what you do. It's just not book this load.
Sounds similar to something I had at FedEx. You know, the contractors there have a points system. You know, each successful load of the truck builds up a point value, and you know, when a bid comes up or a load or whatever, you know, they won't give it to the newbies. Right.
Yeah.
So let me run through a few things real quick. Number one, 130 people in the house. Awesome. Everybody smash that like button up for me if you could. The super chat button's right there by the comment button, just saying support the channel if you like it. And if you got questions, comments, put them in there. And we're having a lot of comments and a lot of conversation here. So, you know, if you do have a question like B-Man does here, you know,
yes.
It highlights it when you super chat that comment. I will see it more. So I'm not saying you have to super chat to get your question in, but when it's a show like this where everything's real busy, it probably does work. What do you guys think here? B-Man's got a question that says, what is your opinion on expedited straight trucks? Is there any money in expedited freight? I would get into it before they start limiting trucks. That's for damn sure, because when they limit trucks to 65 mile an hour, expedited freight's going to be hurting.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but that kind of freight is, you know, I've had friends that do that kind of freight, and it's automotive parts, it's pharmaceuticals, you know, it's stuff, it's what do they call that? Just in time. You know, that's where the money is in that. But, you know, as we've noticed, you know, they're having issues getting microchips and, you know, supply chain issues. I would be nervous about anything in expedited right now.
It might be hard time to do it on your own. If you're going to do it, you're probably going to want to hook up with a company, somebody who's already doing it. To try to do that on your own right now.
Look into like the FedExes and stuff like that. They're well-established expediter companies. XPO used to be really big on expedited too, but I'm not sure if they're still doing it.
ArcBest, what they bought, Panther used to be big in that. Yeah. If it was me and I was doing that, I would probably want to be teaming, and I would probably want a refrigerated straight truck. I'd want to give myself every single angle possible.
Refrigerated E-Tracks, everything. You know, pharmaceutical companies want E-Tracks and a lot of that stuff. Yeah.
Let's check out a hotel review channel wants to join here. Fate Trucking in the house.
Yeah.
Mark the mailman's going to be pissed.
Looks like he's at home. Question: do you take your towel home with you when you go home, or do you leave that in the truck?
His wife makes him leave it on the porch.
Oh, man. If you guys don't know, Fate Trucking has a channel. He's trying his damnedest over there, 5 videos a day. He's the Minnesota Asian Mai, and he's giving her all she's got, Captain. He's an owner operator as well. Check him out. Why are you at the house? Why ain't you hauling freight?
Still waiting for my truck to be ready. Still in the shop.
Thought that was supposed to be done yesterday.
It was supposed to be done on May 2nd. And every day they give me another reason on why it's not ready.
Did you move to Virginia?
Nope. We're still in Minnesota. So yeah, today I really didn't get an update. They told me they were going to email me at the end of the day. I went out with my youngest daughter to a movie and just got home, and there's no email. Hey, quiet.
Yeah, the shop that my truck's in right now, I've tried to be friendly in emails and stuff like that, and it's finally, you just got to start calling them.
Oh yeah, I've called them every day.
Yeah.
No. So I think I'll probably have to end up renting a truck again. I can't.
At least you have that option, and it's not, Penske or, Ideal Lease or something like that, where it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars a day.
Yes.
Well,
it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars a day.
It's $100 a day.
Get them.
Busted.
Yeah. I tried to talk him out of renting it for $100. Man, he's giving that truck away for $100. Hey,
I
DIY,
know.
how about I park my truck and I drive your truck for $100 a day? Is that a full maintenance lease, by the way?
I don't know. You broke it. You bought it. No, I shouldn't say that because this
Yeah, that
guy
truck's
will go,
worth it.
this guy will go break some stuff and say, "Well, I guess I gotta buy it from you now."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I could show you how to strategically break it.
Yeah, right.
I'm no dummy.
Yeah,
How
I
are
need
you
to
guys?
clock out of here, guys. So I want to thank you for inviting me on the show and stuff, Cash. And
Anytime,
you
Sterling.
guys stay safe out there, and don't worry about the freight insecurities. This will all blow over.
Yes. Thank you very much, Sterling. We'll talk to you later.
Guys, take care.
Yep. Bye. Glad to have Sterling on there. He's a good guy. You guys go check out Sterling's channel. We're back to the original Three Stooges here. You can figure out who's who.
Is this the Three Stooges where Curly went away and Shemp came in? Shemp Howard? Or no, Shemp.
Wasn't there even one after Shemp? Didn't
Yeah,
Shemp
what the heck?
leave?
What the heck was his name?
Yeah, I feel like we're all the way down there now. I kind of liked Shemp. Oh man!
I tell you what, these shops and waiting for parts and everything is just getting out of hand. You're gonna go broke. You're gonna go broke just sitting waiting for your equipment to get worked on. It's nuts.
I tell you, right now is a good time to have connections in life because I'm going to say, even if you're an owner operator or have your own authority, you might want to find a small carrier in your area that you could talk to and say, hey, if my truck is down, can I haul a load for you guys? Can I come work as a company driver for a week or two? Sometimes a small carrier may have an empty truck and want to move some freight, but
I know a guy that's doing that right now.
Yeah. It is time to make connections and think outside of the truck and box. Think outside the box truck, if we will, here. So is that what's going on in your world right now? Are you waiting on parts, or what you got going on, Fake Trucking?
I'm waiting on parts. I'm waiting on. So I ran into the same problem I ran into back in Virginia, where they're really only allowing 1 or 2 guys to work on my truck. Well, there's been multiple days where the guy that deals with the transmission hasn't come to work. The other day they thought maybe he had quit. He just left the shop.
Nice.
Ended up he had some family issues, but once that guy leaves, my truck doesn't get touched. And even though it's a 24-hour shop, they don't allow other people to work on the equipment. Right. And I like that, but I also see I'm living the downside of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, DIY, you want to carry the show for a minute while I run in and take a leak? I just chugged a Gatorade and it's hitting me.
By run in, you mean run around the back of the trailer?
Right off the step here, just off the step.
All right, yeah. Come on with it.
Explain that brokerage to them more, man. I don't think people understand how good of an idea this is.
Yeah, it's the first thing we'll do when you leave.
Okay.
All right, so, folks, this is how you drive a live show straight into the ground. Step 1, host exits the camera. Step 2, drive it in a river. Wait, what do you do? That was quick.
No, I was just going to jump back in and say I got 131 in here right now. Try to.
Excuse me, I got to hit the mic so I don't die live on camera. So I tell you what, these guys with their only one guy can work on your truck nonsense, they don't even do that. The Detroit shop I go to, they're OEM Detroit. They will reman motors there. They'll have more than one guy touch that thing. I mean, you're dropping a transmission, putting a rear main seal in, putting a transmission back in. That's something they do every freaking day. Every guy in that shop should be able to do that. And at a 24-hour shop, you should have been out of there in a couple days.
I agree. It's just I don't know. So if you remember, they're also doing some body damage that was done to my
yeah.
truck. So they ended up finding some stuff that they needed to replace on the hood that they didn't see at first, which basically was like these hood latches that I told them about that they didn't think were broken, but they were. So they had to order those parts. So I waited for I think about 2 days for those parts to come in. The one benefit I have right now is the body work is being done alongside the shop work. They took the hood off, they took the grill, they took everything that the body shop needs off the truck. Because what they first told me was they were going to finish the mechanical side and then bring it to their body shop side. But at least they're doing that together now.
So could I interest you in the lovely world of subrogation pay? Does anybody talk to you about subrogation pay at the insurance company?
No.
First of all, did they ever get back to you about the guy that hit you? Did they ever acknowledge that they talked to him, the company?
No, they did not acknowledge that they talked to the company. The last phone call that I had with the insurance company was with one of their attorneys. And what they said is, we'll get a hold of you via email or call you if we need any more information. And that's the last thing I heard. And that was beginning of the month.
Okay. So that's their problem then. The claim is filed. It's in. You need to talk to them about subrogation pay. So they will send you a worksheet, and you'll have to go back over your last couple of months of income and expenses. They'll want your gross income, what you paid in truck payment and fuel. And there you put it all into a formula and how many days you worked, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to give you a daily rate. Usually it comes out to somewhere around $250 a day is usually kind of standard of what their upper limit of what they're willing to pay. You might make the case for more than that, but you might not. And you multiply that times the number of days it was down for this. So if the delay is due to body work, that's due to your accident, right? That's due to that deck wagon backing into you. You get it for whatever days that you're down in relation to that issue. So it would be helpful if they would say, hey, the delay is due to your hood, not maybe the transmission repair. It's related to that and then that accident. So, we need to get you, you'll get money. Did anybody tell you about that yet?
No, not yet. And that's something I could use right now, to be honest.
Okay, so now I'm going to need about 10% of that, maybe 20% of that, just for turning you onto that. So call your insurance. Step 1, tomorrow morning the alarm goes off. Step 2, we're hot dialing the insurance company.
The wife's got my wallet. I can't give you anything. The wife's got my wallet.
I can take it out of a settlement.
Have that check sent to DIY care of DIY Semi and More. My buddy Just Trucking in the house says it's cutthroat out here right now. There you go. It's the damn truth. Damn truth.
Yes, sir.
Comment the email, please. My email is in the description of all videos. I think you're talking about DIYs. Can you slap your email in there, DIY?
I cannot leave a comment here in StreamYard, but let me turn it on. Yeah, I can do it on my phone here.
What is it? It's Adam
at.
Oh, hang on. That's
Apex.
At Apex.
Hyphen's the little, dash.
Cargo.
Cargo.com.
Y'all got a .com? Wow, I figured you'd be .biz. Verify that for me there in the comments, there. DIY.
I just put it in there too.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Everybody get on that. It's pretty cool.
Can't guarantee anything except for our very best of efforts. And I tell you what, you're getting it, man. We're working hard at this.
That's all you can really do anymore is try, because everything is so crazy out here right now, We got somebody new to the industry. Hang on a second. I seen a comment a minute ago. Calvin Leak in the house. I seen a Calvin Leak today. Me and him got the same CB handle. We're both goat. On the CB. Uh,
I thought his was Top Rope.
well, that's his channel, Top Rope. But I was in his live show one time, and he was like talking about CB handles, and I was like, "Goat." He was like, "How'd you know my CB handle?" I was like, "That's mine." So, something we got in common there. Cool trucking. Sounds like AmeriCode. They have bid lanes. Yeah. What you know about them bid lanes, DIY? Y'all working on any of them?
Might happen.
No. Okay.
You don't know.
Just so you guys know, anyone in here that is has a wrench can drop a link to their channel if they would like. I know a lot of good channels in here right now. Nevada's got a channel. Nomadic Brit's got a channel. This guy here's got a little channel, Just Trucking. If you guys ever heard of his channel,
one of the lesser knowns.
He's doing okay. I think.
Up and comer.
Yeah, he's an up and comer. He's doing okay. Let's see. Gris Garcia is learning the industry. Nia Taylor was another one. Studying for my permit now. Did my drug and hair test. Congratulations. It's always a good time to get a CDL.
I didn't know you knew how to do hair to be a truck driver. Put a hat on.
I failed that one. I'm just saying. I failed that one.
Me too.
There you go. Emmy and Trucking says, I sent you an email, Adam. Did not get a response.
Let me check.
Double check that email. If you just sent it, he's a little occupied right now providing quality entertainment to the American people.
Yeah. I got everybody's that sent it. I may have you entered. I'm a little behind. I got like 100 packets to enter in 2 days. I'm running a little behind. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But most likely we got you in there. What's the email address there, MN Trucking? I don't know you by your name.
So I got a question here for you, DIY. I mean, we got a broker in the house. So, what do you got going on over there, Freight Trucking? Are you watching some fishing show or some? I mean, tell me what ridiculous thing you're over here all excited about. And I appreciate you paying attention to the live show, by the way.
I'll shut it off.
Breaking your balls, man. I don't care.
I'm from Minnesota, man. It's the Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm watching hockey.
What sport is that?
Hockey. The only man sport there is.
Never heard of it. Is that describe it to me?
Come on, don't make fun of me.
Is that like trucking and field hockey?
Is that does that have to do with like where men stand in a field and no, that's cricket. I'm thinking of cricket. Is it like cricket?
I thought you were talking about oil field handshake.
It's not like cricket at all.
Okay.
It's high speed, very physical, 90 to 105 mile an hour shots. Yeah, it's a fun game.
Hey, it's just a Friday night at the bar, son.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, get off that website. You're on the wrong site. Oh man, you've wandered off into the woods there. So anyway, let me ask this question to a broker here real quick. Are we not brokering freight?
Well, yeah, but that's like not.
I'm trying to change people's mind of what they think a freight broker is.
This is gonna help, right?
Freight brokers can be your friend. You know what I mean? They can be a trustworthy, knowledgeable guy.
Now you're talking. Oh man.
So, question here: if you was a broker and you had a load that would fit on a 26-foot box truck, would you? And you had two calls, one from a guy with a box truck and one guy with a 53-foot dry van. Would you actually load the box truck, or would you be more likely to load it on the semi?
It'll fit on the box truck for sure.
Yeah, it's 3 pallets.
Wouldn't matter to me as long as we could cover it for the same rate. Like that's it's really no difference. And as long as the box truck is dock height, so they can unload it.
Do you think that's a consensus, or do you think other brokers?
And if it has to go on with a forklift, some of them box trucks you can't put a forklift in there. You need a pallet jack. So
that's true.
there's a couple, there's a few things there.
What do you think about it, Fate?
I think they're gonna put it on whatever is the cheapest. But that I'm not a broker at all.
Yeah.
I just from what I see, they're gonna load whatever is cheapest.
Yeah. You play with your hockey, right, or something you were saying?
Yep.
I'm just kidding. I like hockey. I got if I don't give Fate a hard time, I don't feel like I'm doing my job properly. Definitely interested as well. Is it only reefer or dry van as well? DIY? You into?
No.
You guys don't matter, do you?
No, we even have flatbed people interested. Getting a lot of that box truck interest. I tell you what, I think a lot of people the last couple of years went out and got in that box truck game, and now they're like, wait a minute, where's all the freight?
They did. I still got to get a hold of this guy and get him on the show. I tried to get him on the show one time, but I had very poor internet. But he runs OTR in a box truck without a sleeper. Like he just goes hotel to hotel. But he was having some trouble. He was actually wanting to come on the show and see if he could talk to some people and get some information to help his business there. Gris says, I want to dispatch instead of driving. Okay.
You and 4 million other people, and I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying. You better have something different to offer than anybody else does, like a whole lot of experience or something, because last 2 years, everybody and their brother started a dispatch service.
Honestly, if you've got a trucking company near you, you could go there and learn the ropes on the dispatching at least, and instead of being like these other people just jump into it blindly.
So I did that. It was a very stressful job. I did it for a year and a half. It was not where I was picking loads I worked for a company as their dispatcher, and it was a very stressful job. I know that's different than, booking over the road freight and stuff like that for people, but being a company dispatcher was not easy, especially when you get the calls, at 2:00 in the afternoon and your customer wants their material next morning at 6:00 in the morning when you already have all the trucks full. It's a stressful job, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Justin Numbers got a good take on there. It says, starting out independent would be very difficult as a dispatch right now. Working with a mega carrier for a length of time will help as they are in the training business. Yeah, that could work. Just any kind of carrier that needs a dispatcher, be good to get a little experience. Cattle hauling in the house. What up, cattle hauling? Sig Semper in the house. They're going to slowly bleed everything to death. It kind of feels like it right now, don't it?
Except for the slow part.
They're high speeding it right now.
They went right for a jugular.
Yeah. Nia says, thank you for the advice. Gris says, I have a tractor, but I want to dispatch it. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Book freight and dispatch it. The margins are kind of tight right now, but if that's really what you want to do, then you gotta make it happen, honestly, because that's the best way to do it. If you want something to happen, you gotta make it happen. Casey Moore says, hi, Justin. Okay. Everybody say hi to everybody. Gabriel and Housebox Trucks, dry van load on this program. There you go. Yeah, DIY. You got a few things going. Possibly could help with a box truck. Are y'all turning down box trucks? You try, right?
Not turning down anything. It's what the customers need. If there's a customer that needs that, then by all means, hey, we already got like 5 people signed up like that. We have this. The nice part about and also what's different about this from other people's efforts is we have this. We have YouTube. I have a 30,000 subscriber base. I can put the word out for whatever. Other people don't have that.
You have 30,000 subscribers?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, thanks for paying attention.
Yeah. I'm glad you were in here at the beginning of the show when I said congratulations, DIY. I'm sure you were watching some big hunky men, run around and grab at each other,
Waving
with their
sticks around.
Yeah, hitting each other with their sticks.
Don't get, now you guys are getting my wife involved on like berating me. It's bad enough I take it from you two, but now she gets involved.
You're welcome.
Well,
let's let Mark the mailman have a say in this.
Yeah. Let's see what Mark the mailman thinks. He says, "Thanks for keeping that fate idiot off the live show." Oh my goodness, coming at him hard. Rico,
make sure you drop all those ballots off, mailman Mike or whatever. Mark.
He runs that route over there where fate lives, right? Oh man. Rico says he's broke. Yeah, a lot of people heading down that road right now. These damn repairs don't stop. So the week before last, I had the AC compressor and dryer replaced. The next week, I had the valve cover and radiator done. It's just like, come on, give me a week without $1,000, $3,000 for radiator and valve cover gasket. So they're pretty much went to profit for the week. By the time I pay myself and for fuel, we know profit. Hashtag no profit gang. Hashtag living on savings these days. Cole Trucking says Intel harvest time in the Northwest, August, September. It's going to boom. Okay. I haven't seen really much for produce season this year. Have you DIY or Faye?
No.
Y'all seen anything on the load board that said, "Whoa, it's produce season"?
They don't have to pay.
Yeah.
They don't have to pay. There's too many damn trucks.
That's it. Nomadic Brit. Everybody say hi to everybody. Casey in the house. Let's see who else is in here. Nevada was in here. Who, the mailman? Yeah. The mailman, he likes breaking Fate's balls like everybody else. Gris says, I hope I'm not making a mistake by going into trucking. It's a rough time right now, but I think it's still a good time. Says a guy who ain't made profit in like 2 weeks. So
you ain't the only one.
Yeah. Gris says, starting company driver, you won't be affected by these rates. Yeah, I mean, go to US Express and get on a freaking Dollar General account. I don't mean that. I'm just joking. But, like seriously, like the big carriers that you're going to start out with, they got contract freight. So, you think Swift is, you think a lot of these Swift drivers that's got these Costco runs, you think they're feeling the effects of rates right now? No, they're doing the same thing they were doing the last week at the same pace they were doing it. So
it's a good way to be right now.
Yeah. Matthew says 26-foot box truck under 26,000 might really take off if we get speed limiters and they don't.
No, because half the trucks on the road already have speed limiters.
Yeah.
And they're not going to ship 2 trucks when they could ship it in one and spend more money. And I'm not just saying it won't be, it's going to suck for us because of road rage and that, but they're not going to adjust. They didn't even adjust the freaking ELDs for crying out loud. Yeah, that's my thing is, probably 80% of trucks on the road are already governed lower than what they're going to set it at. I don't know. I don't look at this as a real big thing, honestly. I think it's more of a way for me to, put out a catchy thumbnail and get 50,000 views on a video. Come on. Hashtag make it happen. But keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
The only thing I'm going to say about that is it's just one more thing, one more regulation that they get to put on us. Yeah. And I mean, I've been in this industry for well over 20 years, and I remember when we weren't really regulated. You know what I mean? I remember what it was like back then, and now it's a completely different it's a different job than it was 20 years ago. And they only keep putting more and more regulations on truck drivers.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like about it. I don't, if they want to limit my truck to 68 miles an hour, I only drive 62 most of the time. So it doesn't matter to me.
They're going to go to 55 with it. It's what they're going to do. California sets the tempo for the country. So
55.
That's what you put in the title to get people to click on it. I'm just saying. Let's see here. Nevada, there's Nevada's link. Everybody go check out Nevada's channel. Check out East Texas Trucker. There's a link to his channel. Check out these channels, guys. Both the gentlemen on the screen right now have, if you never heard of DIY, I don't know where you've been. The guy's got 30,000 subscribers. And Fade over there, he's doing it. Go check him out. How's that hashtag under $10 a day challenge going over there?
Not good. Let's be honest.
You know it's great when the first laugh comes from your wife.
The background noise let me know what was up. Go ahead.
It's just when I was renting a truck, I didn't have all the stuff, to cook in my own truck and things like that. So yeah, I spent a lot of money on food.
No doubt.
It's gonna happen.
Adam's back in the house, dropping them $20 bombs on us again. There's an extra 20 for Velox 18. Come on with it. If you guys don't know, right there where you put in your comment, there's a super chat button if you'd like to send some money. I do appreciate it. There's Trucking California with Velox 18. Hey everybody, what's up, brother? Really enjoying that channel here lately. Finally got on board with it, and got put some excellent editing into those videos, man. I'm telling you, double screen angles. This guy must have experience in Hollywood or something. I get my GoPro out, and I don't even feel right after watching some of these other guys. I'm like, what am I doing over here? What am I doing? Don Schlanger in the house. There's a man, longtime channel supporter, Don Schlanger.
It sounds like a adult actor's name.
It does, doesn't it? The Don of Schlanger. Wait. Let's see. There's Sterling. Everybody go check out Sterling. I do appreciate Sterling coming on. He was killing it. When he was on, we had like over 100 people in here. And now Fate's watching hockey. Now I got 82 people watching Fate watch hockey.
I hate you. I do. I hate you. It's a love-hate relationship.
I'm trying to get back in here.
Can you love hate on $10 a day?
Yes.
Just Trucking says you just walk around and film yourself. Yeah, that appears to be key to success. Apparently,
right.
But the key is you got to do stuff interesting. Nobody wants to watch me walk around and fix a roller wiener, with extra chili and onions on it. But he's talking about, I was like, what? LOL, meeting DIY in Georgia. Yeah.
In the candy aisle. Where else are you going to run into somebody like me? We ain't meeting in the tofu aisle. That's for damn sure.
I think that's where I met DIY. I was in the candy aisle.
I got a phone call. I got a phone call from him that day. He sounded like a little, oh my gosh, I just ran into Just Trucking.
And you know why? YouTube gold.
I would do the same thing though.
Yeah, I'm sitting in my truck. I'm like, who's that guy walking into the door holding the camera? I'm like, hey, I know who that.
I was on the phone with you when you saw him.
You were.
He goes, hey, Cash, click. And I was like, I must have lost this guy. He must have went through a tunnel. I thought he was parked at a truck stop.
Hey, we're never passing up a chance for YouTube gold.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you never. It's not every day you get to meet your heroes, right?
You gotta hope some of that YouTube fairy dust will rub off on you, and you'll have, a
Hey,
little bit of
it must have
success.
worked. It must have worked. Look at you over there. Now you're at 30,000 subscribers. Like, hey, whatever works. But yeah, I remember that day because I mean, like, man, you think you're friends with somebody and then they hang up on you immediately with no cause. Like,
And I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
Who you gonna run into next? What's the guy with the cab overs? I can't. Gentry and Sons. You run into Gentry and Sons. You're just gonna.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. Anybody with more than 30,000 subscribers, and you're just gonna hang up on me. I get it.
Yeah, you got to have more than me, so that rules out a lot of people now.
Right.
Although they're still better at it than I am.
Listen at him over here. I like your YouTube channel. I liked it better when there was new videos on there occasionally, but
yeah, we'll get back to that if I ever can get back to where I can speak for more than 30 seconds without having a coughing fit.
It's got to be rough. It's got to be rough. Look here, David knows what's up. Brokers are not your friend. They are till Just Trucking rolls around.
Can't you be frenemies? Isn't that a thing? Frenemies?
Well, I thought I was friends with a broker, and then he saw Just Trucking and acted like he didn't know me.
That's right. Put you right in your place.
What's a good lane out of California? Reefer teams. Come on with it. What do you say? Iowa and back? That's what I would do. Minnesota back? I don't know. I know some people that do like Iowa to California. Seems like a decent lane.
What? No miles.
Teams,
Yeah.
So I got an offer. I got an email yesterday. Do you work with any major factoring companies? I may be working with one. I'm just saying. I got a very promising email from OTR Capital yesterday. May bring them on board for the.
I told them to email you.
Money. What's that?
I told them to email you. I turned him down and told him to email my buddy. He'd do anything for money.
Okay, yeah, no doubt.
He'd do dirty things.
Exactly. I will pick them dollar bills up with my butt cheeks.
I hope so.
Oh, been practicing in my truck.
You
never know. Times get tough. Hell, you got to have talent. You know what I mean?
Is that how you got them last 700 subscribers?
You got to have skills, man. I'm just saying. I got an OnlyFans channel coming live probably next week.
Nice.
Changing my name from Sloppy Joe to Summer Sausage. Got me a blonde wig.
You want the link to that? His OnlyFans?
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how I gave Adam CF.
Let's see. M. Hunter says, I have 2 years of experience looking for a new company. I'm out of Eastern Oklahoma. Anyone know any decent companies around me? Boy, I was over there in Arkansas yesterday, and I wish I'd have took a picture of the thing, but I forgot it. But I seen an ad in a men's room bathroom yesterday. Well, I seen two. One of them was for trucking, come on. One of them was one I left. But the one about the trucking was 70 cents a mile, all miles.
Company driver?
Yes.
Damn it, boy.
Yes.
Whew.
You gotta wonder how they do it. Like Eklund paying 71 cents a mile right now.
And I know what Eklund does. I'm familiar with that company.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. They run a pretty lean business model over there. I'll tell you that.
They must have.
How many people you got in here right now?
76, dropping like a rock.
Damn. That freight trucking will do that to you.
Holy.
Thank you, DIY. I appreciate that. I didn't want to say it, but
oh man, he took that hard.
Oh man, I guarantee you he's going for a walk right now. He's outside crying on the porch. I promise you.
Now I almost feel bad.
Oh man, yeah. You better send a makeup text with that.
I am.
Nia Taylor says, or Nomadic Brett says that Nia, 121 miles is quite a bit. Granted, being company driver for experience at this moment is safe bet as the industry is in a bit of a turmoil. Yeah, as a company driver, I would say 100,000 miles a year is probably what I would like. Whatever they're paying you per mile times 100,000 a year is probably more of a realistic goal. Especially starting out, you're not going to be as efficient. You're not going to know how to, work that clock and get yourself in all these great positions.
Hey, this is a family show.
What?
Oh. Sorry, I heard you wrong. Go ahead.
Calvin Lee, top rope and house. It shouldn't matter as long as the rate is met and the truck can do the job. Yeah, exactly. As far as box truck versus semi truck, that's what I think. Raff in the house. I think I would say that. Raff says, what's a good lane team out of California? Come on with it. Kelly Patterson, channel member, says I picked up a load in Reno once. It was just a single box of seals for cars. Yeah, I hauled 500 pounds of butter halfway across the country one time for a damn good rate. Let me tell you, come on.
I remember that.
A good load, man. You don't get them like that every day. I called, the dispatch called me and said, hey, man, I got a load you're going to want. And I was like, what is it? He goes, I don't know. You might as well be hauling gold for all I know. And I said, what do you mean? He's like, it's like 500 pounds and it's about $5 a mile for going from Minnesota to Boston. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I want that. 500 pounds, basically rode empty for like 1,500 miles. Damn good time.
The good old days.
The good old days. That was the beginning of the good old days. That was
like
really
6 months ago.
Now it was like that was probably almost 2 years ago now.
No, that was last fall. I remember that.
No, that was not last fall. That was like the fall before last. That was in 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like fall 2020 if I'm not mistaken. I've put out 700 videos since then.
Holy cow!
Almost 900 videos now. 900 videos.
Come back, Fate Trucking. Come back. I think you know what he did? He did us like we do him. He thinks he got the upper hand.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're up to 83 now, so actually it's working out for me.
We get back up to 100. I'll put out a big announcement. How about that?
I think the mailman that may be onto something. Oh, Brandon in the house sounds like a bunch of hockey to me, Fate. Yeah, no doubt. Actually, I'm about to wrap this up. I got to get on the road here in a little while. I am. So let's run through a few comments real quick. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Raff again wants to know a good lane out of California.
The left lane. Better stay in the right lane. California, you get trouble in that left lane.
Yeah, good lane for teams. Yeah, definitely right lane. No center lane through Chicago, preferably as well. Seems like everybody wants to do that these days. Gris says I'm in Texas, y'all. Okay, well we know she ain't lying because when you say y'all, that
I think she was saying her name pronounced Grease.
Okay, Grease. Okay. I'm horrible with names. Chili Willy in the house. There's a name I never mess up. And never mess that up. Let's see. Any questions that may help typing in capitals? I tell you the best way to get your recognized is super chat that bad boy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's the only way to get it, but I'm saying I ain't trying to be that guy that just does everything for money, but you notice I didn't miss any questions that were linked to a super chat.
If you're going to do it, you might as well do it for money, right?
All right. Yeah, exactly. I'm not against making money. Trucking California says 125 in the chat. 4K a month is just around the corner. Yeah, come on. Dear Jesus, please let me make $4,000 a month on YouTube. I will spend it in a very wise way. Amen. There we go.
Nice.
Get your prayers in for the day. Anybody need a prayer? I'll drop a prayer for you. I ain't above it. we're all here together. We're all friends. We're almost back to 100 DIY. We're climbing
Nice.
by every second.
Hey, a few months back, all the rage was self-dispatch. I got some trailers available. If anybody's looking for a deal, owner operator to self-dispatch. Been trying to find something to do with them. I can't bring myself to rent them or lease them out to a complete stranger. But if you're leased on, you want to self-dispatch, I'm becoming open to the idea. The more my attention is drawn in different directions, as long as you're responsible, behave in a responsible manner, and we can feed you some leads too, in relation to the brokerage and things. But if anybody's interested in that, hit me up, DIYsemi@yahoo.com.
Is that the big announcement? Is this it? Should I have drum rolled this?
No, I made that up. The other part, the
okay.
big announcement, I just made something up. Trying to get people back in.
But... Yeah. We're in the mid 90s. We're climbing. We're climbing again. Fate Trucking sent a $20 super chat, said go wild. I guess the Minnesota Wild plane. Is that what he meant?
Yeah.
There's a link to Kelly's channel. You'll find me at the 2 hot dogs for $3.33 in the Pilot. I like them all beef ones at the Loves. Come on, all beef at the Loves. E6 Trucker says I'm pretty excited about hitting 500,000 subscribers soon. There you go. I think he means 500, right? He's almost at 500.
I don't know. He probably passed us all.
Maybe. You never know. Everybody go check him out. Get a guy a shot. Adam says FSC trucking fuel surcharge. Is that what we're talking about? I've had a lot of people tell me here lately, why are y'all so worried about fuel prices? The fuel surcharge pays for fuel. It does not work like that in the spot market.
No, it does not.
That is contract freight that pays fuel surcharge. So if you're getting a fuel surcharge right now, congratulations. It's a good time to get one. I will give you that.
You got to be pushing 80 cents a mile or so? Fuel surcharge?
Me and Cool Trucking did a little numbers on that on the last live show. Low end, like 60 cents a mile. High end, like 80 cents, 85 cents a mile, depending on how it always matters, like how it's factored. Every company factors a little different. Hey, I appreciate you getting that name. You said that's how do I say that again, DIY?
Grease Garcia.
Grease. Okay.
Like the country or the red and tacky.
Like the bacon.
Yes.
Like the good part of the bacon. I got you.
Yes.
I got you. Grease. Okay. I like it. $20 super chat. Thank you very much. Ed Co says, if you don't have, you don't ask. That's right. You gotta, sometimes on YouTube, you just gotta remind people, there is a super chat button down there. It's like, yeah, Fate, Just Trucking says, fairy dust. He liked that DIY. Matter of fact, I may use that later. Let's see.
Of course.
Cool Trucking. There you go. California to Cincinnati. That's a good lane for a team.
Yeah.
Got some miles on it to the Midwest.
You don't want to go too far east, because then you go all the way to the East Coast. You're not going to get any more money back to the West Coast than if you would have came out of Ohio or Iowa.
Yep. That's the logic. Back to 98 in the house. Thank you. Everybody hit that like button. 2 hours and 8 minutes. I think we're about ready to wrap this up. I wish I didn't have to go. I'd keep this going. There we go. Thanks, DIY, for seeing that one. Maybe making myself look like an idiot over here by not knowing people's names. Trucking California with Vlock says, haha, I was close to switching to OTR Capital, but it sounds like my current factoring company wants to keep me. Okay. I'm talking with OTR Capital right now. I wouldn't mind striking a deal with somebody. I put a lot of hard work in on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I'd like to see a little cash back from this thing. 900 videos deep at this point. Brandon, that's why I subscribed to Cash. Okay, good deal. I appreciate all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers. Anybody that supports this channel is a friend of mine. Florida Boy, what's up, player? Good to see you. Okay, I must have missed somebody there. Trucker Style Sean, maybe. I thought I'd seen his name floating around here a minute ago. There's a Fate Trucking link. Everybody go check out Fate Trucking. Oh, I said his name. I'm down to 85 people in here now. Atco says, I got a broker ghosting me that owes me 6 G's. Come on.
No.
Oh, son.
Get
He's
after their
sitting down.
bond immediately. Don't, because there's probably a bunch of other people and you don't want to be the last in line. You file on
Yeah.
that bond tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Tomorrow.
That's what Indiana Trucker I-69 says. File on that bond for sure.
Okay.
For
And
sure.
don't wait.
Atco,
Don't wait. No, you don't need a lawyer to do it.
no. Yeah, you got to get on it, though. There's Florida Boy. See Florida Boy in here first time yesterday. Thanks for stopping by. Says, Hal Barry, how's everybody doing? Let's see. A broker is like a middleman in a drug deal. Yeah, sometimes you need them to facilitate what you need. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you need something that you can't just walk up to somebody and get, you know. So sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to have that broker. Trucking Up says, if I keep the right foot on the floor, I'm at 82 cents a mile fuel. If I keep it at 60, I can get that cost per mile down to 58. Yeah. My fuel cost was 64 cents for the month of April, which was a little expensive. So, doing a little work on it. I thought was a little expensive. But let's see. There you go. Calvin Lake says OTR is straight. I've been with them. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about working with them. They come with a solid deal. I did a little research on it. I was like, seems legit. Adco, my boy Adco there says $4.99 super sticker. Thanks Adco. I hope you get that filed. I hope you get you $6,000, man. That is rough in business to get had on.
Make yourself annoying to them. Make yourself a problem.
Yeah. Grease lightning, they say. Okay, that's a good way to remember it. Grease lightning. But all right, I'm not gonna hold you up anymore, DIY. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get this truck fired up, pre-tripped up, and get down to the old. Let me say it, and everybody can cringe. I gotta go to Associated Wholesale Grocers.
Ugh, that just sounds dirty.
Oh, midnight delivery over there at the Associated Grocers. Oh,
good luck with that.
Oh man. See, that's why I'm not worried about sleeping now. You know what I mean? Like, I will sleep when I get there. So,
yeah, I hear you.
All right, guys. I appreciate everybody dropping them super chats and just hanging out with me. I think we peaked at about 135 in here. That's the most I've ever had in a live show. Appreciate everybody. Hit that like button on the way out. If you're watching on replay, hit that like button. Check out my guest, Sterling Fate Trucking, and my boy here, DIY, my brother, DIY. Get him up to 31,000 subscribers ASAP, Rocky.
I need 100. I think I need 100.
100,000? 100,000? Are you just going to quit trucking altogether if you get 100,000 subscribers?
No. I don't see myself living that long. With the 99,900, we're probably going to get dip over.
Oh, man. I don't know if you saw it earlier. Someone left a comment that said an idea for a sticker for my merch tent, a sticker that says, when in doubt, just blame DIY. I
like it.
Yeah.
I actually like that. I think you ought to do it.
I'm going to get that made up and send you a couple of those.
Please do. I'll put them on behind me somewhere so they show up in the videos.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate it, DIY. Everybody have a good night, and try not to get any Associated Grocer on you when you get done, right?
Enjoy that $5 convenience fee.
Oh, speaking of that, I need to get an EFS code. Thank you, DIY. You're an encyclopedia trucking for a reason.
See you later.
Later. All right, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Been an awesome live show. We have had a great time. I don't ask you if you've had a great time. I'll just tell you you've had a great time, you know. Hope everybody enjoyed it. I know I did. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe out there. Remember, people are more important than trucking. We'll talk to you later.